Hello, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we're back in Warthunder. And I did talk about Warthunder being gone for a while, and it was. But I just couldn't resist the urge of coming back for Japanese tanks. Because it's Japanese, and they're tanks. So we're starting with two reserve tanks, the Igo and the Hago. You might be familiar with the Hago. I believe it is a tier 2 Japanese light tank from World of Tanks. And the Igo is the tier 2 heavy from the Japanese heavy tree in World of Tanks. So the actual Japanese tech tree, if we look at the army, it actually kind of has some similarities to World of Tanks as well. We have the Chiha and the Ki-Ni. We also have the Chinu as well. The Chihi might also be in the tech tree, but I'm not sure. The Chai 2 as well is very familiar. The Chai Ri, the STA, and the STB1. Those are all familiar to World of Tanks players. However, Warthunder does have one advantage over World of Tanks, and that is that we have Japanese tank destroyers. Yep, that's right. Big Jap tanks. The big gun. Big gun. So, yeah, but what you will notice about the Jap tree is a big part of it is just other tanks. I mean, look at this. We have the American M41 Walker Bulldoze, which is the exact same tank, but in Japanese camouflage colors, or in Japanese colors, which is this kind of... I like the rusted teal color. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the rusted teal color. And then you have the 76 Sherman. Yep. The 76 Sherman in the rustic teal color looks so good. I really like it. And then, we have our good friend, M24, as well. Yeah. So, not to mention we have the duster for the top of the Japanese SPAAs. And I think there's a couple other familiar ones, but I'm not sure. No, there's not. So, yeah, there are some unique, like, tanks you would only find in Japan, and then there's some that are more... kind of Lend-Lease, basically, is what I'm trying to get at here. So in terms of the Japanese tree, we have to figure out where we're going to go in the Japanese tree. I don't want to go down this light tank line, because I don't want to play the Chaffee again, and the 76, and the Bulldoze again, all to get to this Type 60, which is an interesting little tank, but I don't want to go through those tanks to get to it again. So I think what we're going to do is, I think we'll go down this main medium tree, and then we'll also go down the tank destroyer tree, which actually stops here at BR 3.3 with the Na2. And then I think we'll also, for like the first time ever, we'll go down the SPAA tree as well, just because the duster is the last tank we get in the SPAA tree. So, yeah. But for now, we'll play with the Hago, which is the reserve light tank, which makes it pretty easy. So, without further ado, let's take these bad boys into battle and see how they perform. Now, keep in mind, we're playing reserve tanks, so it's going to be low tier, probably going to see a lot of other Japanese tanks as well. But we have waited kind of long enough between the update that added the Japanese tanks to where we might not see a full team of Japanese tanks, all Japanese everything. So there's, right away, I see a difference in guns. The I-Go here has a 57, and the Ha-Go has a 37. Now, I didn't look at that before we left, but regardless, I think we'll take the bigger gun out first. The I-Go with the 57. The I-Go Cove. And this actually is very cool. We actually got the new Korea map, which is very nice, with the Japanese tanks for the first video of Warthunder in a long time. So right away what I'm noticing is this, essentially, if you go by World of Tanks terms, this Japanese heavy tank is actually relatively speedy. But then again, I have noticed in Warthunder that almost all of its tanks are relatively speedy. Wow, my frame rate is something right now, and I don't know why it's so bad. This map might have issues. Jesus, the frame rate. Wow. I'm having a hard time remembering Warthunder controls because I have not played this prior to this moment. So yeah, it's kind of interesting, this little tank, because the speed of it is nice, which is good. I like that, you know, we're not seeing the World of Tanks like super slow. Oh, there's something off to our left. Oh boy, turret rig as fuck. Yeah, I really made a mistake not playing around with the controls and stuff before doing this. Oh well, we'll have to just deal with it for right now. Plus, I think I changed my controls the first time we played Warthunder anyway, so I'll probably have to change them back. We are slowly crossing this field. All of these little mini walls are slowing us down beyond belief. And the frame rate on this map is not great. And this is, like I said, this is my first time playing this map, so I have really no clue where I should and shouldn't be going. I'm just kind of heading, or was heading towards the objective, but now that I'm over here, kind of trying to go somewhere with decent cover. Like I said, there's not a lot of armor on this thing, like most Warthunder tanks. Which is kind of one thing I like more than I like World of Tanks for more, because in World of Tanks you actually have some degree of armor, and you can actually bounce some degree of shots. T-26 moving, there's no way I'm gonna hit that. Man, this 57 has a lot of drop, and I'm not appreciating it. And the turret turning on this thing is not great. 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 My gunner is out of action right now. I'm kind of stuck here because everyone is just out. I don't want to repair shit on this tank. I am taking a lot of hits though. That whole armor thing being said, I'm taking a lot of hits. I don't know if it's maybe because this China just can't get a killing blow. Well, there it is, but man. Yeah, welcome back to Warthunder me. Well, there's always the little Hago, but also let's hope that we don't have the frame rate issues. So already I'm liking this Hago more than the Igo, because look at how fast this turret is spinning. Not to mention this thing is fast. This reminds me of the old Panzer II from Germany with the, I call it anti-aircraft gun, but that might not be how you guys want to look at it. So let's slow it down now. Alright, that's a Hago commander tank, but that can't hit me from over here. Let me move up with this BT5. Actually, let me cross the street over here and go over into these woods a little bit. Nothing about this map really screams Korea to me. You know? But that is what it is. Alright, we're kind of sneaking up on this commander tank. Just die, please. Thank you. I have no clue how to zoom on this in this damn game, so I'm kind of like, I can't exactly look at controls right now. Well, we are in an area filled with friendlies. Let's take a look. Controls. Let's see. What I need is tank control, movement. No. Miscellaneous. Control view, weaponry, no. Camera control, here we go. Oh, okay. Mission accomplished. Well, I'm sorry that we spent the end of that mission doing that. But don't worry, we'll play a couple more games in the Japanese tanks here in a couple of moments. I do vaguely remember elements of this game, but unfortunately my control scheme was massively different than it was default here. So we got some research done. The iGo horizontal drive. Yeah. Alright, so let's take a moment, shall we? What's something that could be fun? Let's do this. Test drive. Yeah. yeah, let's just test drive this so we can play around with controls for a bit. And yeah, hopefully this won't take forever, but if it does, at least you'll get to see the Japanese version of the Tiger. Alright, so right away, I'm noticing no differences. Besides, well, I don't think this is Germany's original color. I think they're more of a gray kind of people, or a steel color. So the yellow is kind of more Japanese. But we want to test this out, so let's play around with controls a little bit. Not options, controls a little bit. Tank, because that's really the only controls we really want. Not worried about all of that. Not worried about any of that. Reset weapon selection, no. Not worried about any of that. Camera control, zoom button. We'll give that to the L2. And sniper mode will stay triangle. Binoculars can stay circle. We don't have to worry about suspension right now, because that's like higher tier Japanese tanks. Not worried about tank repair or fire extinguisher. Not worried about event selection menu. Okay, I think we're pretty much good then after that. Continuing. Now let's see. Yep, there we go. And then if we're in here, oh yeah, that's some good shit. So I'm actually noticing that the Japanese version of the Tiger seems to reload faster. Not by much, but just by a bit.
The target has been destroyed.
Just one-shotting unmoving targets. I see that tank down there. What's the chances I actually hit it? Not good. Ammunition exploded. Alright, we need to stop doing this. We need to go get in an actual battle. But first, here's that big motherfucker. What? Okay. Alright, now that we've fixed our controls, let's go back to the hangar and we'll go roll out another Japanese battle and hopefully do well and show them off this time. This will be just like Away When You Failed. Alright, so let's go back into arcade battles and let's try this again. The big problem here is that I still have not gotten Britain's tanks up to par with everyone else yet. I mean, they're almost there. Britain's at like 3.0 battle rating right now, and everyone else is at, I want to say 3.7, 4.0. So we still have to get them higher, and now we got to get these Japanese tanks caught up. But you got the Japanese closed beta forces test, so not a lot of vehicles are available right now, but they're gonna start becoming available as the weeks go on. So it's kind of a thing. But so for the next probably 10 or 20 episodes, unless I get super bored, you'll probably just see a whole lot of Japanese and British tanks with very minimal Russian, German, and American playtime. Unless, actually, no, it'll probably be Germany, Britain, and Japan, because I still want to go down that tank destroyer line that Germany has, which is open turret TDs like the Nashorn, the Dicker Max, and all of that as well. And I'm working on that in Germany, so we'll probably play those 3 for Warthunder episodes. We'll do we'll start with, we'll probably just work our way backwards. We'll start with Japan, go Britain, and then go Germany, which will be, which should be good enough for 1 episode, and then we'll just start over and over and over again. As for planes, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to get back into planes or not. I know it was kind of becoming a thing, but we'll have to see how that goes. Right now, I'm really only back for tanks, but this is kind of, there's no guarantee that this will be here on a regular basis. So we're rolling up on this tunnel with our squad member, who is also in an IGO co. And we're all jammed up in this tunnel because no one wants to push. Is there something over there? No, there's not. We have friendlies taking hit. I mean, artillery's not going to do any good because we're in a tunnel. So I'm glad you called in artillery. I can't do anything in this tunnel with everybody jammed up here. Unless that BT-5 wants to let me through on the left. Oh, apparently there's enemies front. God damn it. God damn it. The moment that cruiser went down, I was fucked. Ah, oh well. Just another aspect of Warthunder that I have to deal with. So we're going to take this Hago, we're going to go around the right side because that tunnel is a mess. We've got everybody getting jammed up in that tunnel. And it's not good for anyone. Ooh, shit. There's a Chai Hakai over there. I want this Tetrarch to be the one that takes the hit, not me. Take that yellow shot. Oh, engine's backwards? What? Was he trying to run or something? Come on, just die. So this M2, I don't have a firing solution on, but I'm kind of scared to move up to get one. The gun depression on this tank is pretty decent though. He did hit me, which is not cool. Undamaged. That seems like a problem. This whole thing seems like a problem. I don't need this M2 hitting me. But there's not a whole lot I can do. Yeah, we need to pull back to repair the gun. Alright, the M2 is down. But we have a Hago on our left. Bring that turret up. So still really no kills here. Oh, you know what? There's no coaxial machine gun on this. So we don't have a machine gun in the turret. Yeah, the only machine gun we have is the coax one. So let's go ahead and get moving again. We got a bunch of friendlies again heading towards that tunnel to cab. So we definitely don't want to go that way. So we'll advance kind of this way through the valley. So, now that we've pushed up on this rock, artillery fire incoming, we need to move. There's another enemy behind this rock, so we'll see if we can't flank left or the right while our friendly goes left. And we can, because they're dead. PZ-35T. Well, let's lead the charge through the valley then. And actually, I want to go up this way. We got two enemy tanks coming towards us from over here. We got a BT-5. Oh, bombs, 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 bombs. No, don't do it. Don't do it, BT-5. Okay, we survived the bombs and the BT-5. We need to pull back. Just a moment. Okay, the only thing that's busted on our tank really is the track. So we're gonna be okay. We're not gonna repair until we absolutely need it. But we still have this BT-5 on our right side, who is now down. Get fucked, mate. And our left side friendlies are actually pushing through, so we need to push as well to cover their right flank. Artillery fire inbound. Panzer 3B pull back so we can get turret focused. Ah, he moved just as we took that shot. He's hit. Let's send one more before we move. Cupola shot. Alright. We are dominating them through this pass, but they're holding the objective, which we'll need to fix soon. Yeah, we need to get into some cover here so that T-26 can't kill us. We do have two tanks behind us, which could be a problem. Big hit on that T-26. Get another one. Nope. He is pulling back. M3 spotted. What? I can't pull back? God, this is ridiculous. I really hate this last man standing mechanic. This is actually one of the reasons why I left Warthunder. But, you know. So there you go, last man standing. Really boned me there. Just blows, man. It really does. Alright, let's return back to the hangar and, yeah. I don't know how I feel right now. I really don't. Like, I had high hopes coming back to this game, but that last man standing, oh my god. It is such a pain in the ass. Like, I could understand it. I could understand it in realistic, or what's that other game mode I'm thinking of? Simulator. But